Good morning. Today's Wednesday. Today I woke up. I said I'm going to be happy. I don't care what's going on around me. I'm going to embrace the notion of happiness today.
In the sunny town of Pompano Beach, Florida, Jennifer Baloney's life was a testament to kindness and selflessness. Little did she know that the love she once shared with her high school sweetheart, Anglin, would devolve into a nightmare of domestic violence. When tragedy struck and their lives were cruelly cut short, justice seemed far from reach. As the shadows of tragedy loom large, this is the story of how their lives were cut short, leaving a community grappling with grief and a haunting reminder of the urgent need to stand against domestic violence. Our story takes us to the picturesque Pompano Beach, Florida, a charming city just north of Fort Lauderdale, renowned for its excellent boating, fishing, and mesmerizing offshore living coral reef that beckons scuba divers and snorkelers. Amidst this coastal haven, there resided an extraordinary woman, Jennifer Baloney, age 32, who embodied the very essence of kindness, endearing her to friends and family.
And I would like everyone that's following me on social media to do the same. Forgive that person that hurt you the most. Let that pain go. Take the initiative on your business. If you have to change something like stop smoking or anything of that nature, do it. Today's the day.
A devoted mother, Jennifer shared a beautiful family with her husband, Anglin. However, her impact stretched beyond her family life. Jennifer's remarkable career in the finance industry was a testament to her unwavering dedication and expertise.
To be careful right now, okay? The government is actually watching the people that's actually guaranteed the money. All right. When I say watching, I mean watching. All right. It's Big Brother out here. All right. You guys need to utilize this money for your business and your payroll. Okay. You're supposed to use 60% of it for your payroll and 40% to maintain the business.
Having excelled as a real estate specialist and previously as a top-notch tax preparer, her accomplishments were nothing short of impressive. A woman of warmth, brilliance, and professional achievement, she was a true inspiration to all who are fortunate enough to know her. The relationship between Jennifer Baloney and Anglin was a roller coaster of emotions, woven through time as high school sweethearts who once melted hearts with their love. But as life unfolded, their paths diverged. Despite getting married, the road became rocky as Anglin struggled to find his own way, veering away from Jennifer's ambitious drive. It was a story of battles fought, some lost, and others won. For Anglin, the shadows of unemployment and a destructive smoking habit marred his journey, dragging their love down a path of turmoil and heartache. The separation was inevitable, and the divorce was the final nail in the coffin for their once blossoming romance. Yet even through the darkest times, Anglin clung to the hope of reconciliation, though it morphed into something sinister. His desperate attempts turned controlling and abusive, casting a long shadow over Jennifer's life. But despite it all, she stood firm, refusing to be pulled back into a toxic embrace. She extended kindness in the form of finding him a place to stay and being there during his lowest moments, even praying with him to protect him from self-harm. Jennifer never truly desired his return, but she chose to be compassionate, yearning for peace amidst the chaos. Life continued for Jennifer, and she tried her best to embrace happiness amidst the turmoil. However, Anglin chose a path of violence over peace, leaving Jennifer to navigate through the aftermath of their tumultuous relationship. On that fateful Wednesday morning of April 14th, 2023, tragedy struck Jennifer Baloney's life when she was about to embark on a routine trip to take her 15-year-old daughter Anastasia to school. As she prepared to leave her home on Tom O'Shanter Boulevard, Jennifer spotted Anglin lurking nearby, as recounted by her mother on the phone with her at the time. Concerned about his presence, she approached him, seeking answers. Without uttering a word, he unleashed a senseless act of violence, shooting Jennifer and Anastasia, leaving them lying lifeless on the streets. Anglin heartlessly fled the scene, leaving a trail of grief and devastation behind. The lifeless bodies of Jennifer and her daughter were later discovered outside their residence in Willow Woods townhomes, where Jennifer had created a home for her 2 sons. Jennifer Baloney's tragic story reveals a woman who epitomized kindness and selflessness, always ready to lend a helping hand to others. Her life had been marked by struggles with her ex-husband Anglin, the father of their teenage daughter Anastasia. Despite the hardships she faced, Jennifer remained resilient, putting her daughter's well-being above all else. On that dreadful day, as recounted by a neighbor, Anglin's senseless act of violence shattered their lives. Jennifer, who had already endured so much, became his first victim, followed by the terrified cries of her brave daughter Anastasia. The horrifying event shocked the community, leaving them in disbelief at such a heart-wrenching tragedy. Despite the pain and trauma Jennifer had endured, her Facebook post from April 5th painted a poignant picture of her unwavering love for her daughter. In heartfelt words, she expressed her deep admiration for Anastasia, describing her as her angel and the source of positive change in her life. Jennifer's love for her daughter was boundless, and she embraced motherhood with unconditional affection. The tragic fate of Jennifer Baloney and her daughter Anastasia took an even darker turn as details of their history with domestic violence came to light. Jennifer had taken the courageous step of obtaining a domestic violence restraining order against Anglin in February 2018, a clear indication of the torment she had endured. Sadly, that protection ceased to be in effect when she missed a crucial hearing on April 4th, 2018. Anastasia, too, had faced the horrors of domestic violence, having been subjected to probation following a previous incident in 2009. Anglin's reputation as a constant abuser became apparent, painting a disturbing picture of the man he had become. The tragic events reached their conclusion on April 18th, just before 3 p.m., when Anglin was spotted in Fort Lauderdale. Law enforcement had been closely monitoring the situation, with BSO, Viper units conducting surveillance. Anglin, seemingly aware of their presence, was observed walking northbound on East Sunrise Boulevard before seeking refuge in a gas station. When authorities attempted to approach Anglin, a single gunshot rang out, ultimately leading to his demise. The deceased was later identified as Andre Anglin, and detectives confirmed that he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his body. Thankfully, no one else was injured during this unfortunate incident, and the Fort Lauderdale Police Department provided assistance during the investigation. Justice would never be served, for Anglin's life met a dark end before he could face the consequences of his heinous act. The scars of domestic violence continue to linger, leaving a painful reminder of the urgent need for awareness, support, and prevention to protect victims like Jennifer and Anastasia from enduring such tragic fates at the hands of their abusers. As we close this heart-rending chapter, let us take a moment to reflect on the impact of this tragic tale. Jennifer Baloney and Anastasia's lives were stolen by the horrors of domestic violence, leaving us with profound questions. How can we protect and support those facing such harrowing circumstances? What steps can we take to raise awareness and prevent future tragedies like this? We encourage you to share your thoughts and insights down below. Together, let's create a dialogue that fosters understanding, compassion, and action as we strive to build a safer and more compassionate world for all.